what was revealed about 6 parliamentarians and 20-odd public officials, I think if the IC should basically just pursue the investigation and come with a report on all of them if necessary, rather than leave it out there. Sorry?
I'm saying, why are you assuming that they're not doing their investigation?
Why is government member Delroy Chuck, who sits on the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee, continues to push for changes to how the committee does its work? This is Cover Story Highlights. I want to thank the fine folks who have subscribed to this platform. We have reached one milestone with your help, and as we seek to expand further, we invite you to subscribe, like, share, and comment. The Integrity Commission on Tuesday submitted 4 names of persons they have completed investigations on, including recommendations in respect of prosecutions to the Parliament. But while the committee continued to carry out its functions, Delroy Chuck, government member who sits on the Integrity Oversight Committee, and Ed Bartlett, chairman of the committee, are requesting changes to how it carries out its functions. This was Chuck pressing his case on Tuesday, December 12th sitting of the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee.
Well, it is in the public that there are about 20 plus 6 parliamentarians who I suspect that there's a mismatch between purchases, expenses, and, income. Now, I must tell you the frank truth. We have 2 reports, recent reports, which came to the House, which we're not discussing. But to the best of my knowledge, you did them without any indication that there was any investigation going on. Both reports, one was presented Tuesday and a couple of weeks ago. They came in and they were the reports. I read every phrase of those 2 reports. The investigation was extensive, and you did your report. I think that what was revealed about 6 parliamentarians and 20-odd public officials, I think if the IC should basically just pursue the investigation and come with a report on all of them if necessary, rather than leave it out there that there are 6 parliamentarians, 20-odd persons. Sorry?
I'm saying, why are you assuming that they're not doing their investigation?
Well,
they probably are quietly doing the thing until they're ready to.
The concern I have is, rather than saying it, just do the investigation like in the 2 reports and report eventually.
Remember, the context of that information came from their annual report, and they have an obligation to indicate to the country, based on the $1.2 billion they get every year, what they're doing. So the information came from the annual report. As all of us know, they can't comment on anything until they are complete. So yes, it does provide opportunity for speculation, and there's a lot of speculation.
Which is unfortunate.
But I assume they are pressing on with their work, and when they're ready, they will submit it to the Parliament.
Well, to be frank with you, apart from the IC and anyone else who have information, certainly I have no idea. And every one of my colleagues I've checked with, nobody has any idea who they are. Maybe wrongdoers basically deny it. No, don't. I accept that. But the sooner the IC can indicate that they've completed their investigation and these persons will be charged or will be reported to Parliament. In fact, the sooner you can report to Parliament, the better. Now, if those persons fail to respond to you, then bring them in as you summon them. But to leave the speculation out there is not good for us in the House, because everybody is looking at one another to ask, who is it?
He then directly criticized the Integrity Commission on the way they conduct their investigations.
My feel is that, if you're going to do spear fishing, then you have to do more targeting. But at the moment, you're doing net fishing, which you're lucky if you do catch, anything.
This analysis by Truck drew a sharp reaction from Craig Beresford, Information and Complaints Officer at the Integrity Commission.
I'll disagree with that one.
Sorry?
I'll disagree with that one.
Right. Well,
Because we understand what we are seeing and we know what we have.
Well,
we have always selected those high-risk groups. And from the high-risk groups, we have been identifying things.
well, with due respect, Mr. Beresford, people have been filing, and apart from failure to file or failure to respond, I have not seen where these statutory declarations have exposed this wide group of persons to charges of corruption. So what I'm really saying is that filing declarations has not really assisted the process of deterring or eliminating corruption. Because to the best of my knowledge, what I've seen from all their annual reports are basically persons who fail to file, so that you take them to court, or they did not respond to you because you asked for certain information, and you take them to court.
Beresford went further and explained to Chuck that the Integrity Commission is not in the business of speculation when it submits its annual report to Parliament.
But the annual report only reflects the work that we do. I mean, in terms of speculation, we're not in that business. We're just reporting to Parliament that this is what you have spent, and at each stage, this is what has been done. So it's really just a reflection of the work that we're doing.
We should bear in mind that the actions of the Integrity Commission underscore the persistent efforts to address the issues of corruption within the public space. The submission of the names following completed investigations indicates a commitment to transparency and accountability. But yet, Edmund Bartlett, another senior government member who chairs the commission, joined with Chuck in advocating for changes in how the Integrity Commission conducts its affairs.
There could be scope for another look, especially that the Integrity Commission by itself operates without that third eye. And perhaps this is where the intention of the framers were, that a third eye could be provided. So one of the things that have been occupying my mind is how to create the capacity within the committee to enable that possibility. In fact, we're looking at how perhaps to look at technical support for the committee to enable it to review ahead of our meeting. And as chairman, I'll be working towards that.
Right.
Now listen to Phillip Paulwell, opposition member on the committee, who himself is an attorney at law, instructed the two government members how to proceed on the issue of a third eye.
About this third eye, because unlike the work of the PAAC and the PAC, the Integrity Commission stands on its own, and if people are aggrieved by it, then the place to take that is to the courts and not here. So I am urging, let us rush this process through, let us review it so that there can not be seen, whether plausibly or not, a conflict between ourselves and the work of the Integrity Commission.
I guess that's not what they want to hear. They focus on the alleged illicit enrichment involving 28 public officials and 6 parliamentarians reflects the gravity of the situation. As this saga continues, the media must play a crucial role in disseminating information and keeping the Jamaican people informed. The attention to detail and commitment to reporting each development contribute to fostering a sense of awareness and accountability within the society. The ongoing scrutiny of public officials reinforces the importance of institutions working collaboratively to maintain the integrity of Jamaica's governance. And that was Cover Story Highlights. Tune in again next time for another edition of Cover Story Highlights. In the meantime, please subscribe, like, share, and comment.